Alright guys, so I hope you're doing fine as always. In today's video we will have a look at this 5-hour short trade that I took on Zero coin. I did record my chart live when looking for this setup, and I did comment live when I was taking this setup. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. Alright guys, so I will be taking you along with me when I'm looking for a trading setup. So I looked in the top gainers and I saw this Zero coin. So this sparked my interest. I opened the 1-hour chart. We see we had an impulsive move up, retraced, but then instant impulsive move up again, all with vector candles on the hourly. On the 15-minute, this is a different story. We see no vector candles in this move. We do see a nice recovery here though, but not all the way down. So this is definitely a zone that's standing out. On the 5-minute time frame, this is also a vector candle. They see we perfectly recovered this one, made the move up. So this is definitely a target zone for me here for a short setup. Now let's see on the higher time frame if there is anything of interest here. Looks like we have this red vector candle sitting there on the 4-hour time frame, and that's about it. On the hourly, we might get some more vector candles. Let's see, just a tiny bit here it seems, which is above. This one got nicely recovered. We can see we had a nice bounce from there. Let's see if we can go back down this far on the 15. I doubt it, but yeah, so we don't have this information anymore on the 15-minute time frame. So these are the two zones we're working with. Honestly, this is quite far. What I would prefer to see here, really, is that they take this high out again. For people that are trapped in the short that didn't take profit here to get swept out. You know, these people who shorted here, they most likely have their stop above there. Now let's see on CoinAnk, what do we see here? It seems like we have a sell order sitting there. Let's check on the list. That's on 12 bucks. This is really big. I don't know who is that, but okay. Let's see, 0.4 seems to be the only big sell order sitting. The next one is only at 0.8, so that's way too far away. So in reality, there's no big order sitting above this high anymore. So the chances that it's getting swept is quite low, because there's no reason for it to go there. Let's check the liquidation levels. Seems like there are also no liquidations above it anymore, so not a lot of people have big short positions anymore, so we might actually make the move down. Seems like the big orders and the big trade ones are not working on this pair, which is okay. And it looks like they pulled this order now at 0.4 as well. Let's try and refresh it. This is delayed a little bit, so they did pull this order as well, so there really isn't any reason to go up anymore. So knowing this information, let's head back to TradingView. So we know there's really not any reason to go up anymore, so I'm definitely interested in the shorts. I want my TP to be all the way down here. We know the liquidations are to the downside as well. Stop loss we can really put above. Really, I'm even considering this high right here, just on top of this high, and a nice round 5-hour trading setup. So because we know there's really nothing sitting anymore in the order book above, neither to the downside to be fair, like the big orders, but we know the liquidity is sitting there, so let's just set this trade up and see how this plays out. So now, what can we tell about this trade in hindsight? So first of all, the screenshot of the trade, entry at 0.38187, 0.38187, TP at 0.029525, 0.29525, resulting into a 226.8% ROI on 10x leverage. Most importantly for us, it's a 5.04 hour trading setup. Now, what can we tell about this trade in hindsight? We can see we pretty much tapped our entry perfectly with this green vector candle. And from there, it rejected again. So recovered this red vector to then fully break down pretty much instantly after we took the trade. So it didn't take that long. The trade only took about 35 minutes to 40 minutes. So not too bad. So we can see what we saw on CoinAnk. There really wasn't a reason to go up anymore. These orders got pulled out of the order book, so really no reason to move up. So it is pretty much failing to make a new high. And from there breaking down, going for the liquidity that we saw was underneath these wicks right here into this green vector candle and the green one we targeted. You can see from our TP, pretty much we had somewhat of a reaction, another sweep down, which is not going anywhere. I can only assume this is taking more liquidity or liquidating more people, and from there another strong reaction, but doesn't matter for us anymore. We had our 5R move. I think this is a nice straight example of how an opinion can differ from just using TradingView and then looking deeper into the order book itself on CoinAnk. So if we didn't have a look on CoinAnk, we probably would have waited for this high to get swept to then miss the move down. Of course, this is not always going to work. There's a good possibility that they would have swept the highs just based off the chart and disregarded the order book. All it needs is a very big order to make the move, but logic showed us with the current data that we had that it would be more likely for them to make the move down, sweep the liquidity here below instead of going up, because there was no liquidity sitting there, no more big sellers who are trying to push prices up. So logic had it that this coin would go down from there. Of course, you still need good risk management, you still need your stop loss in place, because there are no guarantees that it won't make the move up. So if it did, we would have just got stopped out. Our idea was wrong and we look for the next trade. So always have your risk management in place. Even if the order book looks biased to one side or justifies your trading setup, doesn't mean you don't need your stop loss. So that was everything to this video. As always, if there are any more questions, please feel free to ask it in the comment section or on the Discord server, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care, see ya, bye bye.